Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. This time with the Marvel Legends Superior Doc Ock. So let's get started. Gotta say, this is a figure I've kind of been waiting for. I really wanted it. And I'm kind of glad we got it on this kind of brand new body. Well, I won't say brand new, but it's a hybrid of new things. And I really do enjoy it. So let's start to talk about it. At up close, let's fix these lights. Voila, yeah. There we go. So up close, we see that there are some new things to this body. It is a bulkier, more 2099-inch body. And I really like the fact that they added that new Lightning Collection torso. But it does not give you that full range that you really want, but it does make it look really, really good. So let's talk about that. So first we want to start off with the head articulation, which is pretty simple. It goes up, goes down, left and right, tilt side to side just a slight bit. You see it could tilt. There we go. Tilting just a little bit for that ever subtle expression. We have our standard Marvel Legends articulation with these kind of Spider-Man-like bodies, which gives you that butterfly joint that goes backwards and forwards, which we all know and love. We know our arm can rotate all the way around 360 degrees. We have our double joints. Let's make sure it's very good double joints. There we go. We have our standard rotating pegs, like a Figma peg, pretty much. The Marvel Legends standard for Hasbro. Then we have this new kind of upper torso, which is pretty cool. As you can see here, it just rotates like a Lightning Collection one, but it doesn't have a deep crunch, but it's still very nice. It's very cool, and I'm very glad they added it. On the backhand side, because of the way it's cut, you won't get that backwards articulation that you really want. So no crazy flight poses, but going forward, it makes Superior Ock pretty good, more muscular substitute for the Spider-Man body. I think if Spider UK or Kane were on this body, it'd be pretty dope. So I'm really hoping we can get a new one soon out of that, but I don't think it'll be soon at all. The leg can go forward this much, backwards, so no plieing. As you can see, it can just make this 90-degree angle. Our leg can go out about this much. It can have its standard thigh rotation. It is double jointed as usual. We have our boot cut, and our boot cut allows you to rotate it this way. You won't be able to see because there's so much black reflecting, which is very nice. It's a nice semi-gloss black. And we have our standard Marvel Legends pegs for our generous ankle pivot, which allows you to do things you shouldn't be able to do unless you are Elastaman or Plastic Man on DC Universe. And as you can see here, you can get your spider-like poses here. So if we're going to really show out, right, we can get our spider-like poses, which I don't think is going to be pretty difficult. I think the main issue here is that because of the more muscular body, it's more difficult for people who don't have intuitive, or I don't want to say intuitive, but they just don't have that that clear creativity. Like for them, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, and I think that's fine. But as you can see here, I got him posed up. He can reach certain spider-like poses, and it should not be an issue. Now, we do have a severe lack of hands that come with this Superior Spider-Man. So I think for those of you that customize, keep in mind there are a silver gauntlets and knuckle pieces to match that. So hopefully somebody will be making something soon. But as you can see, posed up, this Superior Spider-Man definitely looks fantastic in my eyes. It's one of those things, as a Spider-Man fan, I'm happy with what I got. I wish we kind of got more hands and maybe an unmasked head. But that's also fine that we didn't get that. What we do get, though, is this tiny backpack. And with this backpack, you're going to get 4 new octo arms that you can kind of place in whichever formation you want. We're just going to do it at random so you can see what's going on. I'm not going to actually place them in what should be the proper order because I actually don't know that. I'm pretty sure you can put it whichever way you want to make it seem pretty cool. And as you can see, I have these octo arms out. These are also removable at the head. So if you want to swap them out, replace them, do whatever it is you want to do, you can. And putting the backpack on looks very cool. As you can see, Superior Ock looks fantastic. Just sitting here looking pretty cool. It's one of those things where this is the fun that I get in these $20 figures that allow me to really explore myself and have a good fun and just have a good time with these figures. They're supposed to bring joy to us. And I think that Superior Ock for 20 bucks definitely brings the joy. It has immense fun factor, as my boy Junior would say. And Junior, if you're out there, if you're watching this, shout out to you, man, because you made fun factor the work. And it's true. This is a fun figure. It's plain and simple. If you love Spider-Man and you love what's going on with Doc Ock, this is definitely a figure for you. Now, with that being said, there's one little tip that I want to add to this. For those of you that are looking for a size comparison between the tentacles, this is a Doc Ock tentacle. This is the smaller one. You can see the big difference in size. Now, also with that, now if you had bought the Iron Man Doom, right, and you're reading the new stuff and you know about the Doc Ock body, the clone body, if you are a customizer, I think this head would actually work pretty well, because on this body, this head fits pretty well. I think it would work immensely well with this body, as you know, the really smug Doc Ock and the clone body. All you have to do is change the hairstyle in the front of the head, and I think the face, because of the Mike Hawthorne art, really works well for this. That's just a tip that I have. You don't have to follow it. You don't have to even think of it. You can just ignore it. But I think if you want to do something cool and continue to do it with that, that's one of your options if you are a head customizer. Real quick, we're going to stand him up, compare him to a bunch of other Spider-Man and then a bunch of other lines, and then pretty much get nuts, right? Voila. Now, let's do Spider-Man first. Here he is next to his previous counterpart, the Superior Spider-Man version 1, I should say, versus the Superior Ock. Here he is with the SHF Gamerverse Spider-Man. See, he is much bigger than him on the SHF side, and this body is just much bigger in general. This one actually tended to be a little smaller. But if you have read Spider-Man, you know that this is a cloned body, so he made it bigger and better for himself. Here he is next to a Marvel Legends Miles Morales. Here he is next to a Spider-Man Marvel Legends body. And then you can see the body difference. All right, voila. Last but not least, we have the Mafex Spider-Man, which I think will go immensely well with this as well. I can't wait for the comic book one, the coloring as well. I hope it comes out as good as it originally looked. And now we have a small spider army for you to also do any of your Spider-Verse stuff. All of this works. Let's remove all of this. Now we're going to compare him to some bad guys and some other lined up stuff. See how it looks. So here he is next to his previous lifetime version of himself. And as you can see, that's a huge makeover. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Green Goblin. Voila. We have Kraven the Hunter. Kraven always looks angry with his suit pants legs. Here we have a Marvel Legends Vulture. All right. Last but not least, we're going to try Electro, right? Let's aim for Electro. Electro, get your feet down, get your feet down. There we go. Voila. Looks pretty good. I like it. Size-wise, I think he really does nail it. Not too big, not too small. Just looks pretty good with all of them, in my opinion. Now we're going to try it up with some different lines. We're going to start with a Lightning Collection Black Ranger. Voila. Looks pretty good. Here we have a Mezco Toys Gomez. Then we have a 1000 Toys Synthetic Human. We have an Articulated Icons Ninja. I think Spider-Man versus any sort of ninja is always fun. Last but not least, we have my main man, the Kamen Rider Cougar. Oh wait, I'm forgetting one. Let me try to fit him in by squeezing him in just a little bit. We have a Mythic Legions Barbarian, for those of you who get your time travel on. So voila, there we have it. Overall, I'm starting to think that these Marvel Legends are really the bang for your buck for $20. Like, you can't go wrong. Like, I want to say that there's something wrong with them. That's not true. At $20, I think you definitely get the bang for your buck. You get a character you like. You get them in their purest, simplest form in some ways. Yeah, there's going to be minor inconsistencies, but they are definitely bringing the fun factor to the game, and I think that's a huge part of it for me. Also, I read a lot of comics, so I could be a little biased. So I'm sorry about that. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found this informative. And as always, guys, be good, do good, drink your water. Later.